Hangchung Suparcha. Niwo means the two, together. Hangchung means whatever happens. Suparcha means to be patient, to bear. Then the translation is, be patient no matter which of the two you encounter. Then the two that you encounter are good experiences and bad experiences. Then you shouldn't lose your Lojong mind, the mind that very much is concerned about other people's happiness. The minute you experience good things or bad things. Then you see this all the time in America. Then some people have some kind of, they win the lottery. Then 5 years later you realize that they're broke. Then they went crazy because something so good happened. Then you see that all the time that people, when something really bad happens to them, then they go crazy. Then they rob a bank and go postal or run rampage. Horrible thing. Then here, whether you do well in life or whether you do bad in life, then you shouldn't let it affect your mind, your Lojong mind, your Mahayana motivation. Then if you're a bigwig, very rich, then you shouldn't, you should still have the mind wishing to benefit other beings. You should not lose that. It should be a steady, firm motivation. And the same thing, most people are like a sage who's only pious with a full belly and a warm sun. That's what it says in Pabongka Rinpoche's Liberation of Hom. Then immediately when they face some suffering, then they become like worldly people, then self-cherishing. They become only motivated with, then I think we all have a little bit of that. But if you become a master Lojong practitioner, then doing well, doing lousy, you still have that same steady wanting to benefit other beings. Niwo Trudangdu La Zhong. Niwo means the two. Again, Trudangdu means the cost of your life. La means at here in this case. Tung means to protect. Then the translation in your books is protect the two even at the cost of your life. Then this is pretty simple. In most vows, they mention vows this way. Then we should, more important to keep the mind and the practices with benefiting others and being concerned about other beings' happiness and cause of happiness, enlightenment, than to watch one's own life. Then if you lose your life, then you'll be reborn again, of course. But if you lose that mind, then much suffering comes. Then the Lojong mind, the Mahayana mind, is so holy. Then if you just generate it for a day, 2 or 3, then virtue, tremendous virtue is accumulated. Then that virtue will eventually ripen as bliss. Then if you keep Lojong practices with a good proper understanding of renunciation, then if you understand emptiness, then Tantra happens, as I've said many times. Then all the stories of deities in the paradises, then that happens to you eventually. Abandoning the Lojong mind is like throwing a wish-fulfilling jewel in the mud, in the dirt, then it's destroying unbelievable benefit for you and many beings. So, more important than your life. But then again, these practitioners, these Kadampas who wrote this text, who spoke these teachings, were very new Buddhists, so they were very what's the word? Feisty? Zealot? Nah, it's a slightly negative connotation. There's a term for when somebody's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, or somebody really looking to get on the job. So they had a kind of intensity. Then you have...
Fired up.
They were fired up. Then you have to work towards that, you know? Can't do that kind of mind overnight. Then you have to build, slowly and slowly. Well, maybe we'll do a meditation. Looks like the doggies are nice and quiet.